The Aetharian's Awakening Prologue. Echoes of Aetharion in the vast cosmos. Among the twinkling stars and enigmatic planets lies Aetharion, a world of untamed beauty and harsh realities. Its landscapes, ranging from the dense, vibrant jungles of Virialis to the sprawling urbanity of Metropax, tell a tale of a planet ripe with potential yet shackled by exploitation. Aetharion's history is as layered as its terrain. Initially a waypoint in humanity's interstellar expansion, it soon became a coveted jewel for its rare minerals. This wealth, however, attracted human interest and the watchful eyes of the Zolaran Federation, the Thraxian Empire, and the Eldarix Consortium, each with their own inscrutable agendas. Amidst this backdrop of galactic intrigue, the people of Aetharion struggled under the yoke of corporate greed, their lives dictated by a few powerful entities that drained the planet's resources. But the winds of change were stirring, with whispers of dissent rising from the oppressed and the downtrodden. Standing at the forefront of this burgeoning rebellion was South Carolina 47892 Caelum, a scholar whose pursuit of knowledge had led him down a path he never expected. Once content within the confines of academia, a series of personal revelations awakened him to his fellow Aetharion's plight. His voice, once soft-spoken, now carried the weight of a movement seeking to reclaim the destiny of their world. As Aetharion spun silently in the void of space, the echoes of its impending uprising resonated, ready to shake the foundations of its existence and the balance of power in the galaxy. Chapter 1. Aetharion, a world in the balance. As dawn cast its crimson hue over Metropax, the vibrant heart of Aetharion, South Carolina 47892, Caelum stood contemplatively on his balcony. The sprawling city below buzzed with life, each inhabitant playing a role in the planet's unfolding saga. Aetharion, a world of stark contrasts and untapped potential, was a convergence point for human resilience and interstellar interests. The Zolaran Federation's advanced biotechnologies and the Thraxian Empire's strategic ambitions mirrored the diverse influences vying for control over this isolated but resource-rich planet. Once a scholar immersed in academia, Caelum had been transformed by personal loss and the stark realities of his world. His journey from academic to reluctant leader was fueled by the desire to liberate Aetharion from corporate exploitation. In the heart of Metropax, Caelum met with Mira 5K6, an innovative engineer. Together, they planned to unite Aetharion's diverse populace, from the rugged miners of Montara to the intellectuals of coastal Virialis. The discussions, laden with strategies and hopes, were not without the threat of corporate sabotage, evident in the pervasive presence of spies. Governor Vexar, a corporate puppet, and High Priestess Alara, a spiritual leader grappling with her loyalties, represented the complex web of political power play. The coalition's efforts to rally the people for change were set against intrigue, with alien spies subtly influencing the galaxy's perception of Aetharion's rebellion. Chapter 2. Unrest. In the heart of Aetharion. In the wake of the peaceful demonstration, the bustling cityscape of Metropax awoke to newfound energy. Caelum's influence, extending beyond academic circles, now resonated with the working class and even piqued some interest within the corporate elite. His call for equitable reform and environmental responsibility struck a chord with many who had long endured corporate exploitation. That morning, as Caelum and Mira 5K6 discussed leveraging technological innovations for their cause, High Priestess Alara, an influential spiritual figure, joined them. Her shifting allegiance from the corporate regime to the coalition symbolized a significant realignment of power dynamics in Aetharion. Governor Vexar, increasingly anxious about the descent, authorized crackdowns on suspected rebellion hotbeds, inadvertently fueling the resistance. An unauthorized broadcast from Caelum, calling for a peaceful demonstration, further united the people against the tyranny of the corporate regime. Chapter 3. The coalition forms. The successful demonstration invigorated Aetharion with a sense of change and possibility. Now a beacon of hope, Caelum realized the importance of harnessing this momentum. He sought to forge a coalition that could unify the movement's various factions, encompassing workers' unions, environmental groups, academics, and disillusioned corporate officials. The coalition, though diverse, found an unexpected ally in High Priestess Alara. Her spiritual influence added depth to the movement, transcending traditional boundaries. However, threatened by this unity, the corporate elite launched countermeasures to destabilize the alliance, painting it as a radical group intent on chaos. In a surprising development, corporate leaders invited coalition representatives to negotiate. Caelum, seizing this opportunity, pushed for tangible reforms. The negotiations in Metropax's central spire were tense, with each side carefully weighing their words. Despite veiled threats and superficial concessions from corporate leaders, the sight of a spontaneous, supportive demonstration outside pressured them to consider some of the coalition's demands. Chapter 4. Shadows of Conspiracy. In the wake of the successful operation against the Thraxian plot, SC-47892 Caelum and the coalition faced a new era on Aetharion. The immediate external threat had been neutralized, but the victory brought deeper issues within the coalition and the planet itself to light. The coalition, already strained by internal conflicts, faced further divisions over the artifact. Some members saw it as a means to accelerate Aetharion's development and independence. Others feared its potential to attract unwanted attention from the more powerful factions of the galaxy, notably the Thraxian Empire, which had not taken kindly to their foiled plot. Caelum, striving to maintain unity, proposed a council to decide the artifact's future. This council would include representatives from across Aetharion's social and political spectrum, ensuring that all voices were heard in the decision-making process. Meanwhile, the corporate regime, sensing an opportunity, shifted its strategy. They began positioning themselves as necessary allies in managing the artifact, arguing that their resources and expertise were crucial in unlocking its potential. Governor Vexar, once an antagonist to the coalition, now offered a tenuous hand of partnership. The alien races, notably the Zolaran Federation and the Eldarix Consortium, intensified the diplomatic efforts. They sought to influence the Council's decision, pushing for outcomes aligned with their strategic interests. The Zolarans advocated for shared stewardship of the artifact, citing the need for responsible usage. At the same time, the Eldarix saw it as a commodity to be exploited. As the Council convened, debates raged over the artifact. Caelum, ever the mediator, emphasized the need for caution and collective benefit. The discussions were tense as the weight of Aetharion's future hung in the balance. The turning point came when Mira 5K6, leading the team studying the artifact, made a breakthrough. They discovered that the artifact's technology could create sustainable energy sources, potentially freeing Aetharion from its dependence on environmentally harmful practices. This discovery galvanized the Council. The potential for a self-sufficient and environmentally sustainable Aetharion unified the factions, overshadowing the corporate and alien interests. A decision was made to utilize the artifact to benefit all Aetharians, marking a significant step towards true independence and progress. As Caelum announced the Council's decision to the populace, a renewed sense of purpose was evident among the people of Aetharion. They realized the artifact's potential as a source of energy and a symbol of their unity and strength in the face of diverse challenges. The decision marked a new chapter in Aetharion's history, one that promised a brighter future, steered by the collective will of its people. Chapter 5. The turning point. Aetharion was abuzz with the promise of the new energy system, a beacon of hope born from the ancient artifact's technology. South Carolina 47892, Caelum, at the helm of this groundbreaking transition, faced both the excitement of innovation and the burden of great responsibility. Initially riddled with internal conflicts, the coalition found renewed unity in the face of this technological advancement. The potential for Aetharion to become self-sustaining and environmentally progressive was a unifying goal that transcended prior divisions. Workers, scientists, and even former corporate allies worked side by side, sharing the common vision of a reborn Aetharion. However, sensing their waning influence, the corporate regime doubled down on their efforts to destabilize the coalition's progress. They launched a series of covert operations, aiming to disrupt the implementation of the new energy system. Cyberattacks, industrial sabotage, and disinformation campaigns created an atmosphere of uncertainty and fear. Despite these challenges, Caelum and the coalition persevered. Mira 5K6, with her technical prowess, played a pivotal role in counteracting corporate sabotage, ensuring the integrity of the new system. Their resilience in adversity only strengthened the coalition's resolve and the public's support. The Thraxian Empire, observing these developments, viewed Aetharion's burgeoning independence with increasing alarm. Their covert operatives on the planet intensified their efforts to undermine the coalition's progress, fearing the implications of a solid and self-sufficient Aetharion. In a dramatic turn of events, a significant energy facility crucial to the new system's operations suffered a catastrophic failure. Initial assessments pointed to sabotage, a direct blow to the heart of Aetharion's progress. The incident threatened to derail the coalition's hard-fought achievements and dampen the spirit of Aetharion's people. Undeterred, Caelum rallied the coalition and the citizens of Aetharion. In a powerful address, he called for unity and resolve in the face of this attack. He reinforced that their journey towards independence and sustainability was fraught with challenges but must continue undeterred. The coalition's response was swift and decisive. A planet-wide effort to repair and secure the energy facility was launched. Support poured in from all corners of Aetharion, a testament to the widespread commitment to the coalition's vision. A strengthened sense of purpose and determination emerged among Aetharion's populace as they overcame this obstacle. The coalition's ability to weather such a direct attack galvanized their resolve to see their vision through, proving that their unity was the greatest strength. Chapter 6. Fragile Alliances. With the energy facility back in operation, Aetharion's stride toward a brighter future seemed unstoppable. The coalition, led by South Carolina 47892, Caelum, had demonstrated an unwavering commitment to their cause. However, the path to progress is often strewn with unforeseen challenges, and Aetharion was no exception. The coalition, despite its recent victory, faced internal pressures. Varied factions with distinct visions for Aetharion's future began to voice their concerns more assertively. The workers' unions called for more radical economic reforms, while environmental groups urged immediate action on ecological restoration. Balancing these diverse interests was a tightrope for Caelum, who endeavored to maintain the coalition's unity. Meanwhile, though publicly retreating, the corporate regime continued its efforts to subtly undermine the coalition. They exploited loopholes and bureaucratic red tape to delay the full implementation of the new energy system, aiming to fracture the fragile alliance that had been formed. Adding to the complexity was the increasing interest of the Zolaran Federation and the Eldarix Consortium. The diplomatic efforts intensified, each seeking to leverage the situation. The Zolarans proposed a shared stewardship of the new energy system. At the same time, the Eldarix viewed the artifact as a strategic asset to be exploited for their gain. Amidst these external pressures, a new crisis emerged. A group of miners on the continent of Montara unearthed an ancient alien relic similar in nature to the artifact that had revolutionized Aetharion's energy systems. This discovery sparked a frenzy of interest across the planet and beyond. Recognizing the potential and peril of this new find, Caelum called for a cautious approach. He proposed an international council, comprising representatives from Aetharion's continents and the alien races, to decide the relic's fate. The council's meetings were fraught with debate and disagreements. The miners who discovered the relic argued for its use in further advancing Aetharion's technological capabilities. At the same time, some coalition members feared that mishandling the relic could bring unintended consequences, potentially even attracting hostile attention from other galactic powers. In a twist of fate, the corporate regime proposed an alliance with the coalition, offering their resources and expertise to study the relic. Caelum, wary of their motives, agreed but ensured strict oversight and transparency in their involvement. Chapter 7. Echoes of dissidence. With the second relic securely housed in the research facility, Aetharion stood at the cusp of another technological revolution. Under South Carolina 47892, Caelum's guidance, the coalition navigated the complexities of this new development, balancing the excitement of discovery with the caution it warranted. Though initially fraught with tension, the collaboration between coalition scientists and the corporate regime began to yield promising results. The relic contained potentially advanced technological insights than the first artifact. However, the corporate regime's involvement raised concerns among many within the coalition, who feared a resurgence of corporate influence. Amidst the scientific breakthroughs, a wave of dissidence began to sweep across Aetharion. The rapid pace of change and the involvement of the corporate regime in the new discovery caused unrest among various factions. Workers' unions felt their demands were being sidelined. Environmental groups raised alarms about unchecked technological advancements, and some coalition members questioned Caelum's leadership, fearing compromising their core values. Facing this rising tide of dissent, Caelum convened a series of town hall meetings across the planet. He aimed to address the concerns directly, reaffirming the coalition's commitment to a democratic and equitable Aetharion. While challenging, these meetings helped quell some of the unrest and provided a platform for open dialogue. However, the fragile peace was shattered when a series of coordinated attacks targeted the research facilities and coalition offices. The sophisticated and well-planned attacks bore the hallmark of Thraxian operatives, indicating a renewed interest from the warrior race in Aetharion's affairs. The coalition, rallying in the face of this external threat, reinforced the defenses and intensified their efforts to safeguard the research. Mira 5K6, leading the technological front, implemented advanced security protocols to protect the relic and its data. As Caelum grappled with these challenges, High Priestess Alara uncovered evidence of a deeper conspiracy. The Thraxians were not acting alone. They had formed a clandestine alliance with a faction of the corporate regime, aiming to destabilize Aetharion and seize control of the relic. The revelation of this conspiracy tested the coalition's resolve. In a decisive move, Caelum exposed the traitorous faction within the corporate regime, rallying the people of Aetharion against this new threat. The public outcry forced the corporate leaders to disavow the rogue faction, reaffirming their commitment to the coalition's cause. Chapter 8. The balance of power. The exposure of the Thraxian corporate conspiracy brought a newfound clarity to the people of Aetharion. Under the leadership of South Carolina 47892 Caelum, the coalition emerged more muscular, with a deepened resolve to safeguard their planet's future. This unity was pivotal as Aetharion ventured into technologically and politically uncharted territories. The research on the second relic continued, revealing astonishing possibilities. The technology it contained had the potential to further revolutionize Aetharion's energy systems and propel the planet into a new era of technological advancement. However, with great power came great responsibility, and Caelum was acutely aware of the need for careful stewardship of this newfound knowledge. The coalition's success in maintaining unity and progressing with the relic research attracted increased attention from the interstellar community. The Zolaran Federation, impressed with Aetharion's advancements, offered a partnership in scientific endeavors. However, this offer had its own diplomatic intricacies, requiring navigating the complex dynamics of galactic politics. Simultaneously, internal challenges persisted. The coalition had to continuously address the concerns of its diverse members, ensuring that technological advancements remained in line with the planet's social and environmental needs. Caelum found himself in a balancing act, striving to harmonize the aspirations of different groups while steering the planet toward a sustainable future. As Aetharion advanced, the shadow of the Thraxian Empire loomed larger. Their failed conspiracy had only intensified their interest in the planet. Covert operatives continued infiltrating and disrupting, aiming to weaken Aetharion's position and exploit its vulnerabilities. In a strategic move, Caelum extended diplomatic overtures to other alien races and factions within the galaxy, seeking allies and partners. These efforts aimed to position Aetharion not as a pawn in the galactic game but as a sovereign player with its own voice and agency. These efforts culminated in a landmark summit on Aetharion, attended by representatives from various alien races. The summit was a testament to Aetharion's rising stature. It was marked by trade, technological exchange, and mutual defense discussions. As the summit concluded, a sense of cautious optimism permeated Aetharion. The planet had not only weathered internal strife and external threats. Still, it had also begun to carve out its place in the galaxy. Caelum, reflecting on the journey, knew that the balance of power was delicate and that Aetharion's future was still being written. Chapter 9. Shadows and Light. In the wake of the landmark summit, Aetharion basked in a newfound sense of accomplishment and recognition. Under the steady leadership of South Carolina 47892 Caelum, the coalition had not only united the planet but also positioned it as an emerging power in the galaxy. However, with this ascent came new challenges and responsibilities. The technological advances gleaned from the second relic continued to propel Aetharion forward. The energy systems were now among the most advanced in the region, promising a future of sustainability and prosperity. Yet, This rapid progression also sparked debates about the direction and control of Aetharion's technological destiny. The coalition faced the delicate task of managing these advancements while ensuring equitable benefits for all Aetharians. Externally, the Thraxian Empire's interest in Aetharion intensified. Viewing the planet's advancements and growing alliances as a threat to their regional influence, they devised new strategies to undermine Aetharion's sovereignty. Covert operations and political machinations were set in motion to destabilize the coalition and regain leverage. Aware of these lurking threats, Caelum worked tirelessly to fortify Aetharion's defenses and alliances. He initiated a series of diplomatic missions, strengthening ties with allies and seeking new partnerships. These efforts were crucial in building a support network against potential Thraxian aggression. Amidst these developments, a mysterious figure from Caelum's past re-emerged. This enigmatic individual, possessing knowledge about the ancient relics and their origins, offered insights that could further elevate Aetharion's technological capabilities. However, their sudden appearance and obscure motives cast a shadow of suspicion and intrigue. Internally, the coalition grappled with the challenges of managing the rapid changes sweeping across the planet. The environmental restoration projects, crucial to healing the planet's ecosystems, needed more attention and resources. The workers' unions and various social groups sought assurances that the technological advancements would not come at the cost of social welfare and equity. The chapter reached a climax when a Thraxian covert operation was foiled by the coalition's security forces. The close call incident was a stark reminder of the constant threat looming over Aetharion. It galvanized the coalition and the populace, reinforcing their determination to protect their planet's independence and progress. As Caelum addressed the people in the aftermath of the foiled operation, he spoke as a leader and a visionary. He painted a picture of an Aetharion that was a beacon of sustainability, innovation, and unity. His words, echoing across cities and continents, inspired a renewed sense of purpose and resilience among the people. Chapter 10, Dawn of a New Era. A new dawn of possibilities began to unfold as Aetharion emerged from the shadow of the foiled Thraxian operation. Under the leadership of South Carolina 47892, Caelum, the coalition had not only thwarted external threats but also ushered in unprecedented advancements in technology and sustainability. However, with these achievements came new responsibilities and challenges. Now more than ever, the coalition focused on integrating the advanced technologies derived from the ancient relics into Aetharion's societal fabric. Efforts were made to ensure that these technologies were used ethically and for the benefit of all citizens, balancing progress with environmental and social responsibility. Caelum, who had become a symbol of unity and progress, continued to advocate for a balanced approach to development. He emphasized the importance of maintaining Aetharion's cultural identity and independence while embracing the opportunities that came with their newfound technological prowess. Internationally, Aetharion's rise was noticed. The Zolaran Federation and other interstellar entities viewed the planet as a burgeoning ally and a potential counterbalance to the Thraxian Empire's influence. Diplomatic relations flourished, opening avenues for trade, cultural exchange, and joint ventures in scientific research. However, the threat from the Thraxian Empire lingered. Their failed operation had only intensified their resolve to undermine Aetharion's autonomy. Caelum and the coalition remained vigilant, strengthening planetary defenses and forming strategic alliances with other interstellar powers to deter further Thraxian aggression. In a momentous event, Aetharion hosted a galactic symposium, inviting representatives from various star systems to showcase their advancements and foster interstellar cooperation. The symposium was a resounding success, placing Aetharion firmly on the galactic map as a hub of innovation and diplomacy. Caelum stood before a gathering of Aetharian citizens, reflecting on their journey. He spoke of the challenges they had overcome and the bright future that lay ahead. He envisioned an Aetharion that was a leader in technology and a beacon of hope and unity in the galaxy. The dawn of a new era had arrived for Aetharion, a time of promise and potential, of challenges and triumphs. The story concluded with a hopeful anticipation for the future, where Aetharion, once bound by chains of oppression, was now free to chart its own course among the stars.